All right. Hey guys, how's it going? It's Joy. I am back again with another live. Excuse me, I said a live. I know I'm going to go live soon, but anyway, I'm back again with another video. I hope that you guys are doing well and I hope that you guys are staying safe. So, happy Wednesday to those of you out there. So I kind of just want to go ahead and get into the topic again. If you're new, welcome. If you're returning, hey, my name is Joy and I am a narcissist abuse coach. I've been dealing with narcissists for quite some time, since 2006, and been helping people overcome narcissistic abuse since 2017. But just to get right into the video, you guys, I wanted to talk about how and why the narcissist will never admit that there's anything wrong with them. Now, I got this topic because, again, as always, I really appreciate you guys when you come in the rooms on the lives and you leave comments, you leave feedback, you leave subscriptions and stuff like that. It definitely does help. But someone was basically saying like how, it was a comment, the narcissist will never admit that there's anything wrong with them. They always put the blame on other people. They never take accountability for their actions. They never want to say like, hey, I made a mistake, or hey, I'm sorry. I need to work on myself. I need to do some introspection. I need to do some self-reflection. That's obviously, we know as former victims and survivors that this is not something that a narcissist will do. And they won't care about like your feelings, how you feel about it, how their actions affected you, whether it was in a negative way and all that stuff. Like, the narcissist does not care. So the reason why the narcissist never admits that there's anything wrong with them is, we all know, right? Because the narcissist has to be perfect. The narcissist has to be the one that's right. The narcissist can do no wrong. The narcissist plays the victim a lot of the times, so the narcissist, in their mind, that it's our fault. Like, you the viewer, they may blame you for things that they have done to you. Maybe they blame you for cheating on you, or they blame you for misbehaving, or they blame you for betraying you, or they blame you for disappointing you, or they blame you for letting you down, or they may blame you for taking advantage of you, or taking advantage of the situation or the circumstance, or they could blame you for the divorce, or they may blame you for something to do with you and your spouse, if it's like an in-law, or they could blame you for losing the house, or having a financial situation. They could blame you for that, or again, like I said, they could blame you for something to do with the children. Maybe some, like, the kids, something to do with schoolwork, or something to do like around the house, different chores and daily duties, or just whatever. The narcissist is going to blame you for everything. They never like to say, hey, you know what, I was at fault. Maybe I should have paid attention more. Maybe I should have listened more. Maybe I shouldn't have not treated you this way. Maybe I shouldn't have discarded you, or maybe I shouldn't have left you out for dead, or for blood, or whatever. Maybe they don't look at themselves at all. Only time that they will really take credit for something, obviously, if it's something good, or they feel like, they accomplished something, or they achieved something, or something good happens to them. But if it's anything negative, or maybe it's something to do with like self-improvement, self-discovery, self-reflection, or even just self-help, the narcissist is not going to look at it. They're going to either ignore it, dismiss it, disassociate it, brush it off, or act like it never happened. Or, the narcissist is very disillusioned. They live in illusions. So, you kind of just want to keep that in mind. And the thing is that, if you find yourself realizing that, the narcissist never takes responsibility, or if you feel like they never admit that they're doing anything wrong, then obviously, that's something that they have a problem. You get what I'm saying? That, like, the narcissist, they never admit that they have a problem, but everybody around them knows that they have a problem. Everyone around them knows that there's something strange, something is off, and even like myself, like, I remember like when I used to be around my aunt many years ago, and even being around the male narc and the borderline, I just knew something was not, it was different about them, but not necessarily like in a good way. I knew, like, I felt like, okay, danger, or I felt like just uneasy, or I felt uncomfortable, or I felt like, okay, maybe I need to get away from this person, or maybe I need to put some distance between me and this person, but I just didn't know how to go about it, which I'm pretty sure maybe you're in this situation, or maybe you got out of a situation, or maybe it could be something that you may or may not experience. You never know. So just understand this is a part of what a narcissist does. They don't take responsibility for their actions. Now, if you've been studying this topic on narcissism, then you probably know like this is something about their personality that they just don't accept, accountability. Now, us normal people, like, we can do the introspection, we can do the self-reflection, we can do the inner work, we can do the healing. And that's a beautiful thing because, we have the opportunity to be happy. We have the opportunity to have peace of mind. We have the opportunity to make change in our lives. But unfortunately, with a narcissist, because of the fact that they don't admit that they're wrong, because of the fact they don't admit that they have a personality disorder, they're never able to be happy and make peace with themselves, make peace with others, because, they're constantly doing the same thing over and over and over again. And you know what they say about when people do the same thing over and over and over again, what they say, that they're a little, the rocker is off, something is just not clicking, you know what I'm saying? And so I think they could call it insanity, so you just kind of want to keep that in mind. Like I said, don't take it personal, like if you're around somebody, like I said, it could be an in-law, it could be a parent, it could be a boss, it could be even your spouse, or it could be your brother, it could be your sister. If somebody is just they have a personality where they don't ever admit to their wrongings, they don't ever like take responsibility for their actions, if they're always blaming other people outside of themselves, then not necessarily calling them a full-blown narc, because obviously to be a narcissist, to have that NPD disorder, you have to have different attitudes and different behaviors and different qualities about yourself. So but that is actually definitely something to consider, if a person is just always like pointing the finger at everybody else, but they're never doing any inner reflection on themselves. You get me? So yeah, hopefully that made sense, you guys. I know that it can be kind of confusing, and we're like, well, why is this person, whether it's a family member or a friend, or your spouse or your partner, or maybe it could be a secret admirer, or maybe it's a love interest. You're like, well, why don't they ever admit that they hurt my feelings, or why don't they ever admit that I made a mistake, or I'm wrong, or maybe I could have did this better, I could have said that better. They never like want to improve themselves. Then you might want to be like, maybe this person could be a little selfish, just saying, and not calling anybody that, but I'm just speaking in general terms, like, just if you think about it when you're away from that person, you may reflect and think like, like, because you're a normal person, you'd be like, oh yeah, like I made a mistake, or oh, that was a disappointment, or I forgive myself, I forgive the other person, or you may even apologize to the person, but with a narcissist, you're not going to get any apologies, no closures, no reconciliations, no conversations of let's just let bygones be bygones, let's be cool about it, whatever. But with a narcissist, it's very vindictive, it's very brutal, it's more like, oh, I'm gonna get you back. It's like they're spiteful about everything, so I mean, that's what they do, and it's based off of their actions, their behaviors, and their attitudes, so anyway, you guys, are we still good on the live? Okay, I keep saying live, but video, you guys know what I mean. But anyway, I hope that this made sense. I would love to know what was your takeaway. If you are dealing with someone that does not admit that they're wrong, or they don't admit to their mistakes or their behaviors, then just keep in mind that the person could have some sort of mental disability or mental illness, or a personality challenge thing going on, and that's up to you to decide if you want to work through it. Like I said, if it's a parent, you can't change your parent. Only thing you can do is support them the best way that you can. If it is a partner, again, support them the best way that you can. But if it gets to the point where they're hurting you, it's affecting you mentally, emotionally, psychologically, then that's where you may have to reconsider some things and just be aware and mindful. So anyway, I love you guys, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care. Bye.